Hello, hello. Welcome to a very special episode of Wesam's World. It's me, on location. That's why it sounds slightly different if you're listening live on Adobe Radio. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, what? What happened to the studio, Wesam? Well, I'm in a new place. I booked a new pilot, and it's for NBC. It's called Getaway. And we're shooting in Mexico. It's pretty amazing, guys. And if you've been following me on Instagram, I've been posting on my stories a little bit of the locations. And honestly, I don't want to rub it in too much because I know a lot of people don't have much nowadays. But I got to say, and I'll go into it detail-wise in a little bit, this has been one of the most magical experiences of my life. So posting-wise on Instagram, I'm not really showing much, but I guess I'll share it here. And I'm not going to share it in a way that's rubbing it in, because that would be douchey. But I do want to share my amazing experience so far at the Chablé Hotel in the Yucatan, which is absolutely mind-blowing. If you have a second while you're listening to this, you should Google some images of the Chablé Hotel. This isn't like any hotel. It's a resort, and it's the fanciest thing I've ever done in my life. No joke. It's amazing. I think per night, average room is $800 to $1,000. Their base level accommodations are called casitas, and you have your own private pool, 2 showers, one inside, one outside. What? Yeah. It's amazing. Now, you might be wondering, why is NBC splurging so much? Well, I'm primetime. Kidding. No, the pilot takes place on a resort. So they're shooting it on a resort. And so it just works out great for a lot of the cast members and the production and some of the production crew to be living here. Also, for COVID rules, etc., it's easier to quarantine and be away from the general masses for the most part. I got to tell you guys, and I'll tell you guys after the break, the most incredible welcoming I've ever had anywhere. And it was here at the Chablé Hotel. And it was honestly kind of spiritual. And they had a abuela, Akbal, which means the sunset grandmother. And she did this traditional Mayan cleansing for me. I'll go into it in a little bit. But first, I got to tell you guys, we've been growing. Now the numbers have kind of starting to plateau. They haven't plateaued, but they're starting to. So, if you enjoy this podcast, if you enjoy this show on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it if you do. And not only that, but when I'm back in town and things are settled, I know I haven't done it in a while. I want to bring back Make Wesam Laugh challenge, but I kind of want to do a Make Wesam Cringe challenge as well. And let me know if you guys would be down for that, because that would be kind of fun to do. Also, thank you to everybody who's followed us new on Instagram and who tweets and Instagram messages us live while you're listening to the show on Adobe Radio. Appreciate you guys tremendously. I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to talk about it, but we've got another round of billboards coming up, which should be pretty cool. We took some photo shoots for them for Adobe Radio, and they were pretty awesome. Yeah, this has been mind-blowing, especially because the life of an actor, one day it's famine, another day it's feast, and I think the AC just went off. So, Peyton, you're welcome editing-wise, because I've been trying to turn off this darn AC for the last hour, and I couldn't find the off switch, so hopefully it's just given up on itself. There is a slight hum, which is driving me insane. Anyway. And, yeah, it's feast or famine as an actor, and one day, you're in your apartment, wearing a mask, quarantined. Next day, you're in Mexico on a resort that is So fancy. And what's cool about Chablé Hotel, and I pray to God I'm saying it correctly, because that would be great. I don't even know how to pronounce the place I'm staying at. Is this resort is specifically made for people to heal and reconnect with nature and themselves. And wow, do they do a great job of doing that, and also infusing the Mayan culture into it as well, and the Yucatan culture. The staff here, absolutely most professional staff you'll ever meet in your life. And the AC just came back on. Great. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, because I want this audio quality to go good for you guys. It's always fun and challenging recording on location, because I have to. It's not that bad, but it's hard to find good audio spaces. You know what I mean, guys? Because I'm telling you, it can get loud in some places, but luckily I'm in the jungle here. And do yourself a favor. While you're listening to this, look at some photos at the Chablé Hotel. It's absolutely mind-blowing, people. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Now, there's some wildlife around us, and I got to say this. If my buddies were here, one buddy in particular, and you know who you are, you'd be on edge walking around at night. Let me just say that. Because it gets loud, and you know that saying, when the jungle comes alive at night. Yeah, it's true. It's very loud. And the iguanas roam around. There's these little flies that are so aggressive, and they bite you right away. And it's awesome. Keeps you on your toes. I've only been bitten twice. It's not bad, really. They give you bug spray. Honestly, there's really nothing to complain about this place. This place is incredible, and I'm going to go into full detail here in just a couple minutes. Getting some business out of the way. We already did that. We already told you guys to subscribe and even hit the bell icon so you know when the new episodes come out. So you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. It's Friday morning. Now I can watch Wesam on YouTube. Or, oh, you know, I got to follow them on Spotify. Oh, Apple Podcasts. Oh, I need to tune in every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time to tune into Wesam's World. And tweet at him. Oh, man, Wesam tweeted back. Wesam, thank you so much for tweeting at me. Hey, you're welcome. Love you. Uh-oh, said love you to a stranger. Did I get canceled yet? Uh-oh. Kidding. Not kidding, really. Who knows? Who knows? Podman Dan listened to the episode last week, and I owed him either a Tesla or a kiss because of my few episodes ago. And I had to give him a kiss. A virtual kiss. Am I going to get canceled for sending somebody a virtual kiss? Like an emoji kiss? You know, the one where there's like that? Uh-oh, somebody texted me while I was doing the show. Anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, man? Like, there's one person listening to this. That's hilarious. Responding back to a text. Let me mute that. Oh, man. It's been amazing, guys. The life of a working actor is absolutely insane. That's why it's important to stay level in your life. You got to stay level. If you don't stay level, the highs will be very high and they'll be amazing. But I'll tell you what, people, the lows will break you. So you got to stay in that nice middle ground. Be thankful, be humble, work hard, keep your head down. That's what's going to get you through this. Not just acting, not just the acting life, but also any field, I believe. And what's important at the end of the day, you know? But I spent a lot of time self-reflecting here, people. What's important is that two things are important. Your character and your integrity. Those two things. Are they the same thing? Maybe. But those are darn important if you ask me. I'm not saying damn. Well, I just said it. They're damn important. They're darn important. Keeping it PG. Well, I ruined the PG rating right now. Doing these solo, I sound like a crazy person. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're back. So when you're an actor and you book a pilot, they usually, when it's a pilot on location or even a pilot that's going to shoot right away, well, we'll just talk about the ones that are on location. They'll be like, yo, can you fly out tomorrow or 2 days from now? And you're like, yeah, that's been my experience. And it's nice because due to SAG rules, they obviously fly you out first class. Hotel accommodations are great as well. And this one obviously is extra special because of where we're at resort-wise. But usually it's in a nice hotel. You're put up wonderfully. And I didn't realize where I was staying at until on the plane. And driving into the Chablé resort was quite the experience too, because you're going through a little pueblo, like a small little village, and you come across after that another road and a lot of jungle on both sides, and then boom, the stone walls of Chablé come about, and I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be something. And we start driving to the resort. We drive a little bit away into the resort. It's green. It's beautiful. There's the agave tequila plants. I think that's what they're called, agave plants. I forgot what it's called. Anyway. And then there's this little turnaround. And in the turnaround, right as I'm being dropped off, there's 4 or 5 people there. And they're like, welcome, Mr. Quiche, welcome. Hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. My name is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hi, hello, hi, wow. And they're like, Jose is going to take your bags, and they'll be waiting for you in your room. I was like, oh, thank you, Jose. And then he just left with my bags. And I was like, uh-oh, I hope they're right. I hope Jose knows which room I'm staying in. That's where my mind goes. I'm such a control freak that I'm like, immediately I go, who's Jose? Who's Jose? Do you know him? Yes, we know him, sir. He has a name tag. He's an employee of the place. Well, does he know where I'm staying at? No, sir. We just told him to take these bags wherever he liked. Ah, okay, I'm the idiot. See, that's where my brain goes immediately. But I didn't say that out loud. Of course not. I'm not a psychopath. So I just go, oh, thank you, Jose. Thank you. And then they put me in a golf cart, and they're taking me to the main building. And as they're taking me to the main building, they're giving me a tour of the place. And I'm like, oh my gosh. This place is insane. It's so beautiful. It's jungle with 16th century architecture, with these green fields and these trees and the birds. And she's giving me a history little tour as they're going to the main building to check me in. And I'm like, how big is this place? So we get into the building, and there's 5 more new people waiting to greet me. Hello, Mr. Quiche. Hello. I start laughing. I'm like, this is all right. Thank you. Wow. What a welcome. What a welcome, everybody. In the back of my mind, too, I think I said, I was like, oh, this is too much, guys. This is too much. You sure you got the right guy? So we're in there. They're checking me in, and they're like, would you like our juice of the day? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you. And they're telling me about all the amenities that are involved, the water, the water therapy, which I'll get into in a little bit, the yoga, the workout, the saunas, the walk-arounds, the golf, oh my God, there's so much going on. And I'm feeling really overwhelmed at this point. And finally, I'm just like, okay, great. I'm just going to go to my little room. And they're like, you'll be in room 4. And no, you'll be in casita 4. Now, 2 things came up when they said you'll be in casita 4. First of all, whenever they give you a room number and it's just 1 digit, you know it's a fancy place. Second, they said casita, and my Spanish is pretty bad, but I know enough. Casita, I believe, is small house. And, oh my gosh, when I believe her name was Alejandra, yes, was taking me to my casita, I started laughing because we get to the entryway into my casita, And there's a rope where she's like, okay, and you put this rope up whenever you don't want to be disturbed. And I start laughing. I'm like, oh, how big is this place? I have my own pathway? We start walking up. And I'll be completely frank with you guys. I don't really remember how I reacted when I first saw the place. Because it's such a shock to see your own private pool on the left side and your small home right in front of you. And they're like, this is where you'll be for a few weeks. Oh. Is this my home? What? Walk in, pull open the doors. The doors are so heavy. And I start laughing. I'm like, this is so elegante. Alejandra. She starts laughing. She's like, you're so amazed by everything. I'm like, who wouldn't be? If you come here, oh my gosh. If you're like, whatever. Yeah, you need to experience the other side of life. You know what I'm talking about, people? Yeah. Anyway, I was blown away by this. It was so much to handle emotionally, mentally, and it was an absolute treat. An absolute treat to know that I'll be spending the next few weeks here, and I felt so blessed and so lucky, and man, one of my cast members said it the other day. He's like, doesn't this make up for all like the shit you've had to put up with as an actor? All the shit we've had to put up with? And in the back of my mind, I go, yeah, it does a little bit. It does. Now, that being said, very thankful. There's so much gratitude in my heart. This is awesome. But as I was thinking about it more, and this is all extra. I'm not an actor for this stuff. And yeah, it does make me happy, but there's a little bit of that guilt involved, you know? I want to share this with my family. I want to share this with the people I love. And as happy as this makes me, as comfortable as this makes me, I'm the happiest whenever my family is being taken care of and they're happy, and also when I'm in front of the camera doing the work. Simple. I know that sounds insane, but it's true. We did a hair and makeup test, and even doing that, I was so ready to work. I love working. It's very, very, very special to me, and I feel so blessed that I get to do that in this lifetime. Because I know a lot of people are working jobs they don't want, are in situations which are extremely tough to get out of. And I want to say to those people, find a way, research. The internet is at your disposal. Find something that makes you happy, even if it's just for a little bit of the day. Find something that makes you happy like that. And be of service, too. Those two things combined, if you can balance that out with your crappy job or your crappy, circumstance, it makes life more than just worth living. It makes it have deep meaning. And I encourage you guys to find that. And if you need help finding that, send me a message. And I don't know, maybe I can give you advice or steer you in the right direction or something that's worked for me. Or maybe I was in a similar situation. I don't know. But maybe I can help you get out of it. So send me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll talk it out. Don't be a crazy person. Just send me you know what I'm talking about. You can send me a message. I talk with all cool people on there, and I talk with all cool people on there. I was having a stroke. Anyway, yeah, I was just absolutely blown away. And I really got to turn off these freaking text messages. There's like 10 of them. Anyway. So yeah, I started exploring the property. And exploring the property was pretty awesome as well. The property is massive, and they give you a little bike that will take you around whenever you don't want to walk places. And they give you umbrellas because it just rains in the afternoons and evenings, or like scattered thunderstorms, especially in the wet, rainy season, as I've learned. Well, the yoga class I did was awesome. Their gym is great as well. One of the really cool things is their water therapy, which is apparently included in the stay. So if you come to Chablé and you get a casita, the water therapy is included. So take advantage of it. The water therapy is where you go into a steam room for like 10 minutes, first of all, and it's a really cool looking steam room. And in that steam room, there are rocks in the middle, and it's almost like a funnel is on the top, and it's all curved in. And it looks like you're going to be baked in there. And they put eucalyptus in there, and you start breathing in that eucalyptus, and you're breathing hard, and you feel good and refreshed and everything, and it's pretty cool. It's not pretty cool. It's pretty hot in there, and it starts to get intense. So you're in there for 10 minutes. You take a cold shower. Then you go into a sauna for 10 minutes with no steam in there. And then you do another cold shower. Then you get into jacuzzi, which is warm. It wasn't hot. It was warm. And then you do a cold dip bath. And that was nice right after the warm jacuzzi. And then to finish it off, you get into the other warm jacuzzi. But this jacuzzi has really hardcore jets that like massage your back, massage your feet, massage your legs. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And yeah, I've just been exploring. I went to the pyramids today. I'm trying to think. Oh, cast members are cool before I talk about the Chichen Itza. The pyramid, the cast members are great. Very cool people, the ones I've met so far. And director is awesome. So it's cool. Awesome, cool. The producers on this are from the previous producers from my past pilot that I did, Echo. It was really cool seeing them again as well. And yeah, I'm really excited to start filming. And I hope it gets picked up, because then you guys get to see this awesome new show and this awesome new story that they're trying to tell. So, I totally skipped out on, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this. After I checked in, before they took me to my casita, I'm telling you guys, it was all a blur. I got a traditional Mayan cleansing ceremony by Abuela Akbal. Guys, this was amazing. She put some smoke on me. There was a conch shell that was blown into my spine, and it was like, whoa. Maybe I'll send these videos to Peyton, and he could play like some of them as I'm talking about it. Or maybe in between. Figure it out, Peyton. So, yeah, it was so amazing, and I was getting goosebumps, and I just felt so great afterwards. And walking around the property, there's these like cool little healing corners and healing places. Like there's this meditation tree where they have this labyrinth where you're walking around a tree to meditate, and to this tree, and you have to walk through the labyrinth, and it's stones. It was like what is this place? It's like so magical, and apparently it's on sacred ground as well. There's a natural water aquifer below here, which they get all their water from, and it was old Mayan and history in the area as well. Man, guys, it's been very overwhelming, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm very glad. I'm very appreciative and thankful for it. So yeah, I went to the pyramids and the Chichen Itza pyramids, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. And wow, that was those are some old buildings. Very old buildings. Now, let me look this up, because that would be a good thing to do, figure out how old. Mayan civilization. I'm going to Google it for you. So, guys, the Mayan civilization started in 1800 to 900 BC. Wow. That's crazy old. That's really old. Wow. Amazing. Anyway, tour guide. Signed up for a private tour guide, which was cool. He talked a lot on the way there because it's like an hour and a half drive. And it was early in the morning, and I think he saw me nodding off in the middle of his speech. And he's like, and now I will give you some time to recharge because, I think I talk too much because I get excited about that. I'm like, no, it's okay, man. I love hearing about it. I'm sorry. No, it's great. It's great. And he was really excited about talking about the Mayan culture. We get there, and the Chichen Itza, the actual structures are mind-blowing to think that people back then built these things. And not only that, but they built it on the equinox, like as a calendar. The main pyramid is actually a giant calendar for them. And apparently that giant pyramid, it was on certain equinoxes between the rainy season and the dry season, and they would basically tell people like, oh, make sure you donate money, or you do this, or you give us this, otherwise this god is going to punish you. So he was telling me a lot of the things like he was talking about was very politicized even back then, which I find really funny. People were scaring people into doing things for them to stay in power, which I was like, okay, well, that never gets old. But the actual structures were incredible. The human sacrifices they were telling me that they did there, that's pretty intense, and it was an honor for them to be sacrificed. That's how brainwashed they were. Can you imagine someone telling you, hey, you got to do this. You gotta do this. It's an honor. We're going to cut your heart open. We're going to pull it out in front of you. And you're going to go to heaven. Your body's going to be eaten by a god, because we're going to throw your body into this well, just giant well. And when it sinks to the bottom, we know that, the god ate your body. Imagine how brainwashed. Imagine the steps needed to take for you to believe that. Pretty crazy. Anyway, there was a lot of, what is it called? People selling stuff, like trinkets, touristy things. But the thing was, there was hundreds of them there. Even before you walked in, literally hundreds of stands of people selling little souvenirs and Aztec death whistles, keychains, skulls, just a whole bunch of stuff. But it was all the same things. It was all the same stuff. That's what amazed me. Nothing was different. You go from one guy selling one thing, like the stuff he was selling, the next, all the tables had the same thing. Guys, what? How does that work? And I was going to buy a souvenir, but little fun fact about me. I hate bartering. My family loves it. I hate it. Hey, man, just tell me the lowest price, because I can't trust you. If at first, and this really happened, he goes, yeah, for these two, $100. Mexican dollars? No, American dollars. Buy. He grabbed me. Okay, how much then? You tell me. Oh, you don't know how this works, do you? You're selling the thing, so you make the price. Okay? And if I don't like it, I leave. I start telling him, I don't know. I'll give you $5 for it, not $100. And he goes, oh, no, too low. Hey! Too high. Okay, man? Too high. Didn't end up buying it. I got annoyed from him because I kept trying to walk away and kept lowering it. But I was like, bro, I don't trust you anymore. These could be worth 2 pennies for all I know at this point. You've been lying to me this whole time. I've got to break up with you. Felipe. Was his name Felipe? Yes. Am I making that up? Who knows? You guys won't find out. So anyway, I left him. Like a bad ex-girlfriend. I left him. I left Felipe at Chichen Itza. Oh, I love doing these by myself because I sound like a crazy person. I realized, too, the other day, as I was by myself, I hadn't talked to somebody in 8 hours. I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was just looking at myself, looking at my face, having an existential moment again. And then I just go, we're all going to die! Like a crazy person. Like a crazy person you would see on the street. Like a homeless crazy person. That was me. My gosh. Couldn't believe it. Been 8 hours and I'm already talking to myself. I'll say this, though. On Desert Island, I keep myself company. I'd put on a show. I'd put on a one-man show on a desert island. Maybe that's an idea I should do when I get back. One-man show, but it's me on a desert island. If I was stranded, and it shows me slowly slipping into insanity. Oh, this actually might work. Oh, man, I might write that while I'm here. Oh, I just got an idea, guys. I'm going to do that while I'm here. Write a one-man show of me slipping into insanity. I think that'll be good. That'll be productive. I'll work on my pilots a little bit that I'm working on the side, and then I'll work on the one-man show where I'm slowly slipping into insanity. Yeah. You hear the birds, guys? Because I hear them nonstop. It's actually beautiful. Very beautiful. They're pretty loud in the mornings, which is fine. I'm a morning person anyway. But at night, you hear the frogs. And I thought it was a monkey at first, but apparently it's a bird, and I think it's living in the ceiling. I think somehow it's gotten into the vents, and it's in the vents, it's in the ceiling, because it's like... Now, that's a GIF. Peyton. Okay? Peyton's prime time, too. I can't wait to catch up with you, man. I'm going to talk to you now, Peyton, like as if you were here. First of all, you're prime time as well now. We got 2 prime times. We should call it the prime time show. No, it's Wesam's World, Peyton. Don't get any ideas. Okay? By the way, the birds outsound. The birds outsound losing my mind and having a stroke. Oh, my goodness. The birds outside sound like my alarm on the Apple iPhone. Now, I said Apple iPhone instead of just saying iPhone. Why? Because I'm foreign. I'm technically foreign now. Oh, see what I did there? It's Inception. I don't know how much of this has been in my face, the mic, Peyton. So, you guys heard it? Please tell me you heard that. I didn't do it right. I'm a crazy person. See what I'm talking about? Man. Anyway, have you guys been to the Yucatan before? If you have, comment below. If you've been to Chablé before, let me know as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where do I want to go next? Because I've never been. This is my first time in Mexico. And apparently, I mean, it's technically Mexico, but it's the Yucatan, which is, I guess, culturally pretty different, which I wasn't aware of. And that's the awesome thing about traveling. You find these little bits of information that, you just were never privy to. And that's cool. I was very ignorant about it. But it's been nice educating myself about basically how other people live. We're going to take a quick break, and then when I come back, we're going to talk some more crazy people. Okay? We're going to talk some more crazy, comma, people. That's the better grammatical way of saying it. Plus, I'm going to have some water because my throat's dry. We'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. You guys are going to be surprised. I had a little sip of Coca-Cola. I've been sipping on it periodically throughout the days. So I'm never ever having even half or even a quarter of a can. I'm just kind of sipping on a little bit. I think that's okay. I'm giving myself that much leeway. Have been working out a lot, which is awesome. Ran my first 5K, which I was super stoked about. Made some decent time, I thought. Some decent time. And yeah, again, the staff here are incredible. They were trying to come in every night, which I think you guys would find this incredible. They're called the wind down service, and basically they just put the little things around, like this little curtain around your bed. They fluff your pillows. They get the bed ready for bed. They stop making it look fancy and make it look ready for bed. They close the curtains. By the way, there's all jungle behind me, which is awesome. And then they close all the blinds, and they refill anything you got, and they're like, buenas noches. I told them, thank you. You can't do that. Because that's awesome that you guys do. That's awesome. I just feel guilty having you guys come in here every single night and doing that. Can't do it. Cleaning service every few days because they don't really need to, come in here every day and change the sheets. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how annoyed they would be with me? But I mean, at $1,000 a night, change everything. Man. It's nice, though, to experience this. It's nice. It's great. But it's nicer. It's nicer to have your head balanced and not let this go to your head. It's all about the work. That's what's important at the end of the day. Your integrity, your character, your professionalism, your conduct. That's what's important. This is all extra. This is the cherry on top. Remember that, people. Motivational today. Very motivational, I feel like. And if you don't like this show, that's fine. That's totally fine. Find a show that motivates you. Be gone with love. I would assume if you're listening this far into it, you at least like the show, or you hate me so much. There's a few of those. There's always going to be a few. You know what I mean, guys? Let's check what's going on in the world today. Let's go to Yahoo and see what's going on with Yahoo News. Yahoo's fun. I like the way they do their little, the way their website looks. Now, this is all in Spanish because my computer thinks I'm Spanish speaker just because I'm here and I have to put on Google Translate. That helps. Thank you, Google Translate. I hate the clickbait articles. They seem normal until you find out what's behind. Okay, it's a picture of people smiling. They look German. Uh-oh, I think they are serial killers. Oh, yeah, they're definitely Nazis. Okay, well, that's pretty obvious. The billionaire who got away in a box. Now, I'll definitely click that. And again, it's in Spanish. Carlos Ghosn, ex-Nissan billionaire reveal. I think that's just the translation error. Reveals how he fled Japan. What? Oh, yeah. I see. He was... Oh, yeah. He was arrested for, I think, tax evasion or something like not stating how much money he was really making in Japan. So the plane, at 10:30 p.m. on a cold night in 2019, a former global auto industry titan was inside a box aboard a plane waiting to flee Japan. The plane was scheduled to take off at 11 at night. The 30 minutes that I was in the box on the plane waiting for takeoff was probably the longest wait I've ever experienced in my life. Well, he was arrested eventually in November 2018. Yeah. He decided it was really shocking and traumatic. Oh, well. Don't lie about how much you make, billionaire. I mean, how much money is enough, can't take it with you when you die. Or can you? You can't. You can't. You know how I know that? Because everybody's money gets divided up after they're dead. Yeah. We're going to keep going down. Curves and cellulite and stretch marks and fat. This is another clickbait article. You know what? Well, those are exercises that improve sexual intercourse, according to science. Let's click on that. All right, let's see what they got. What part of the body should I train? The pelvic floor muscles. Okay, Kegel exercises. This is, planks are good. Glute bridges are good. Push-ups, pigeon performance, anything in that hip area seems like a good thing. So you're welcome, people. Let's go to CNN. Let's go far left. Freedom Day is a huge gamble by Johnson. Hey, guys, get your vaccines. You know? Or not, and get COVID, and for some of you, you'll be okay. For some of you, you won't be, which is a bummer. Let's see what's on the far right. There's nothing going on. Am I crazy? Far right, let's go to Fox. Hell yeah, I would. Literally, that's the headline of an article. Graham vowing to give Dems taste of their own medicine and squash dream of the socialist left. Why is it always so extreme with them? Like, let's say you are liberal, you're considered a far left liberal if you're a liberal to the far right. Same thing with the far left. Harris raises eyebrows with surprising visit after meeting infected liberals. What? Former Surgeon General admits massive mistake on early mask guidance. Okay. Wow, this is... Oh, they're already raising money. Dude, they're already raising money for their fundraisers, for their elections. Doesn't that drive you guys freaking insane? How much money these politicians raise for election? And how much money you pay in taxes to supposedly cover the services in your city and town? If you're not bothered by that, you're part of the problem. They spend billions of dollars on campaign funding. What could we do with that money, guys? At least build affordable housing for people in low-income areas. Provide healthy, nutritional food options and extracurricular activities for children after school and in school. Better the school system. Give supplies to teachers so they don't have to pay for their school supplies for the kids in the classroom. Oh, man. It's so corrupt. I mean, the Mayans were doing it. The Mayans were telling people, hey, give us some cocoa seeds, which, by the way, was apparently a form of currency. You got to donate the cocoa seeds or else the water god will eat you. Huh? Well, I don't want him to eat me. Here's all my cocoa seeds. Thank you. You'll be safe now, but I'm hungry. Fuck off. Oh, shit. Oh, if you didn't laugh at that, come on, man. Come on. I'm sorry I called you man. I'm assuming, and that's my fault. Woman, non-binary. I respect you guys all. Whatever identity you identify with, except if you're ISIS, I respect it. Except if you're a terrorist, I respect it. Except if you're an extremist, I accept it. I accept it and respect it. I just want you to have good character. That's all I care about. Hey, do you have good character? Cool. You're non-binary? I don't care. I sincerely don't care. By the way, that goes to my straight friends too. If one of my straight friends, let's say Isaiah, goes, hey man, I'm straight. I'd be like, hey, I don't fucking care. Are you a good friend? You still a good friend, though, right? He's like, yeah, well, I don't care. I love all people, except ISIS and terrorists and extremists. That's the way I roll. This has been a great episode. I think it's been a great episode. We had our ups and downs. And that's what this is about. Ups and downs. Learning from our mistakes. Somebody texted me again. I'm going to check it while I'm doing this. Awesome. Yeah, guys. This is where it's at. And thank you for everybody who's sticked around this long listening to the show. If you have and you enjoyed it, let me know. Reach out, message me. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in and who's been listening to the show since the beginning. Really appreciate you guys. We're at 168 episodes, I believe this is it, Peyton? Yeah, 168 episodes. That's a lot. And I'm learning a lot doing this, too, which I freaking love, man. It's a skill, and I think I'm improving at it. I'm having a lot of fun. Some episodes are more fun than others. But for the most part, this has been a blast. And I appreciate you guys being on this journey with me. And it's fun to do this as my side gig, which is great. Very blessed. I want to thank Adobe Radio for all their support and for the new billboards that are coming up and that have gone up. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you to Nice Guy Digital. Thank you to Peyton. I appreciate all the hard work that you do on the show, brother. I really do. I'm glad you're still here, and I'm really happy for all your successes outside the show as well. Can't wait to go back into town and give you a kiss on the lips. Yeah. I want to kiss you. Thank you to Alexandra Gorski for your amazing social media prowess. We appreciate you. Always posting on time. That's respect. That's respect. Thank you. Yeah, thank you to everybody. I'm just full of gratitude and full of appreciation for everything that's been going on in my life. And I'm alive now for almost 34 years. And this lifetime, I feel like I've experienced so many lifetimes in it just because of how quickly the world has been changing. I was there when the internet first came about. My job and my career as an actor takes me all across the world. My opportunity and blessings that have allowed me to travel across the world as well. And I wish that other people got to just experience the world as I have. I hope they do. I hope they experience it at the right time too, because experiencing things at the right time is also critical. Because sometimes good information said at the wrong time won't resonate with you. And that wrong time because maybe is being said to you, or that wrong time is the wrong time because maybe you're not mentally prepared for it. I'm just really thankful for God and everything. And that's about it. That's enough. Storm is coming in again. Should be a lot of fun watching the storm come in. And I know in like podcasting that, people don't want dead air, don't do dead air, but sometimes it's necessary, Sometimes it's okay. We're in it together. And these are special moments. Just take a breath. Be aware of what's going on around you. Awareness. It's crazy to think that we are these beings experiencing life in our very unique way that is similar to a lot of people, but at the same time unique enough that no one will ever experience life in the exact same way that you are experiencing it. It's pretty trippy to think about. Well, thanks for coming on this ride, guys. Next week, I will be having some of my cast members on the show. So, always remember to listen, think, and then talk.
Pretend that didn't happen. I'm mad. Hey guys, Peyton here, producer, editor, videographer of Wesam's World. Hey, look, thought I would just swing by for a couple of minutes and say, congratulations, Wesam. Hey, good job booking that show. You get to fly down to Mexico, have a good time. Ooh, look at you, a prime time, big time, as you say. But, did it all go to your head? Did you forget about the little people back here? Because in your Adobe contract, it clearly states 54 to 55 minutes of airtime. So why in God's name did you only send me 49 minutes of audio and footage? Uh-oh, made a little bit of an oopsie-whoopsie. I forgot how long the show needs to be. Do you really need me there at all times to hold your hand, tell you, oh, Wesam, we got enough time. We can end the show now. Wesam, be sure to talk in the microphone. Wesam, you're being too quiet. Do I really need to be there to hold your hand for every single episode? If that's the case, I need a ticket to Mexico right now. I don't think you can handle it. I don't know why NBC even hired you. Can you handle acting? Oh, Wesam, you gotta know your lines, man. Wesam, stop looking in the camera. Wesam, that's your cue. Do they have to do that to you too? Do they have to give you the same treatment I have to give you for every single episode? Man, I thought you were a professional. But no. You text me and go, oh, figure it out. Hey, you could film something. You could film something to fill in that 5 minutes. Cool. Yeah, don't worry. I strive for perfection, so I'm sitting in a hot car right now because it's as soundproof as it can get. It's fucking like 100 degrees outside. But don't worry, man. I got you. Oh, I didn't tell you to go into the car. You're right. It's my choice. But I strive for perfection. I still got 3 minutes left to fill, quiche. And I don't even know what to talk about. How's everyone doing? Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. Wesam's having a fun time in Mexico. And I'm here, covering up his mistakes. Am I jealous that Wesam's in Mexico visiting? No. I'm not. I've been having a lot of fun back here. I've been, with the time, not having to go to the studio and work on the show, just having him send me the stuff, I was able to work on some stuff of my own, and it's good. It's good. I promise. It's good. It's good if not better. It's good if not better than the show. I've never been to Mexico before. I hope to visit one day. I'm sweating. Am I sweating? I refuse to turn on the AC in this car. It's gonna be loud. It's kind of like what we do in the studio. You don't know this. A fun trivia fact about Wesam's World. There's an AC unit we turn off because it's too loud. Picks up on the microphone. That's what we do. That's what we do here on Wesam's World. We turn off AC and get extremely hot for the perfect audio quality. That's what I'm doing now. Granted, the studio's not a hot Toyota RAV4 sitting in the direct view of sunlight here. But you know what? It's good. My phone's probably about to overheat. I've noticed the screen has gotten dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. But you know what? We're almost there. 45 seconds. I could do the outro again. How does he do it? He goes, here's my microphone. Okay, he goes, thank you, Adobe Radio. Thank you, Peyton, Alexandra, for all the hard work you do on the show. We really appreciate it. If you get the chance, check out our YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We would love to tweet at you. Yeah. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye. Something like that.